everybody, happy Friday. This week we have been talking about the topic of big and small. And I wanted to show you this. It's a little stone that my daughter picked up while we were out on a walk around town. And I want you to think of this as something small. Now picture a bucket full of these stones. Now that would be something big. Now think of a mountain, and that would be something even bigger, something that you might even think is insurmountable. And I want you to think about that as it relates to the obstacles or the strongholds that are in your life. Do you have this big mountainous thing that you're trying to get over, or this kind of medium-sized thing you're trying to get past? Well, I want you to think about those things, and I want you to think about how it would be different if you were able to break down overcoming those with little steps the size of this stone. Doesn't it make it seem so much more doable? And as I thought about this, I thought about all of the sculptors from history who started off with these massive pieces of stone, and they didn't create masterpieces overnight. They didn't just go from this big block of stone down to this chiseled masterpiece. No, they had to chip away a little bit at a time, day after day after day, and go back through a rough draft to a more refined draft, and then to the final product. And that's kind of what you need to do. You need to chip away every day a little bit at that medium-sized bucket full of stones or that gigantic mountain, so that you can overcome whatever obstacle or stronghold that you are trying to get out of your life, so you can be successful, so you can live the life that God intended you to live. And I wanted to reference this to the story of David versus Goliath in the Bible. And I know you're instantly probably thinking, but I've heard that story a million times. I learned about it when I was a kid. You know, it's so commonplace. But really, I kind of thought the same thing until I went back and studied it, until I heard other people who spoke about the scripture and really how interesting it is when you really pay attention to all of the details and not just to the main overarching idea. When you get into the little bits of the story, it can mean some profound things for your life. And so I invite you to read 1 Samuel 17. And two of the takeaways that I have from that scripture is that David had two things that he needed to succeed. He had 5 little field stones or stream stones, and he also had God with him. And we have God with us every day. All we have to do is ask for him to join us, to walk in front of us, to guide us in the way we need to go. And every day as you take this little bit of a stone out of that stronghold or that obstacle you need to overcome, know that he is with you. Know that he wants the best for you. And it can make even the biggest thing seem small if you just take a little bit each and every day, and you can make it through whatever you're trying to overcome. And so I hope this has helped you. I hope that you can relate it to your life, that if you know someone who is struggling, that you can share this with them, so hopefully they can have some inspiration that they don't need to tackle that big thing in one go, that they can chip away at it a little bit at a time. So I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you later.